We're here with Nick Sogard. And Nick, talk to me about what spring training was like this year and what the role that you're hoping to have with the Red Sox this season.
Yeah, spring was good, man. It was kind of crazy, bouncing all over the place on defense, but it's fun. I enjoyed it. And I think that would be my role in Boston this year too. Is whatever the team needs, I can be the guy to fulfill that role.
How is the Nick Sogard coming into last year where you didn't have big league experience? How is that Nick Sogard different than the one sitting beside me right now that got a good run with the Red Sox last year?
Yeah, I think that experience was really valuable. I think even from the first time up to the second time I went up, there's a pretty big difference. But then just physically, I'm a very different player than I was a year ago, so I think that's something that has been a pretty big focus for me for a long time now, but I feel like I'm starting to really see some improvements there, so looking forward to utilizing that.
Where do you see that physicality change? Like, where's the biggest change for you on the physicality front from last year to this year?
Weight. Just gained a lot of strength, so that's it, yeah.
Do you ever just marvel at the player that you become within this system? We've seen the transformation with so many different prospects through the system. They become a completely different player than what they were before. Has that kind of... have you taken stock in all that and just been like, wow, like I'm a completely different player than who I used to be?
Yeah, that's a good question. I don't think I've spent too much time like reflecting on that. I think I'm kind of always like looking forwards and trying to. I think I'm pretty honest with myself about where I can improve and ways to attack it. So I think that's kind of where my mind spends most of the time. But definitely, yeah, I think younger me would be surprised at the player that I'm kind of becoming, I guess I'll say. So yeah, that's a good question.
And being a part of big league spring training, you have a chance to just glean a lot from all sorts of players. Was there a bit of advice maybe from one or two guys that you got this year from spring training that have really stuck with you now that you're back here?
Yeah, I think conversations I've had with a lot of the guys, playing with them, the past year or years past, with really just all of the guys that have been around the organization for a while have been great. And then, bringing in Bregman, spending some time talking with him about hitting or just kind of things he looks for throughout a game is obviously extremely valuable. So yeah, probably, the whole group, it's a really good group. It's a team that should be pretty exciting this year, so yeah, there's a lot to grab from all over the place.
And as it's related to Alex Bregman, we've heard a couple of players talk about just what his infusion of personality but also leadership has already done for this team. Did you notice that right away?
100%, yeah. I think right when he came in, the whole vibe was different, whether that was strictly his presence or just kind of the understanding of like, all right, the team is acting differently, right, with kind of what they're doing in the offseason and stuff like that. I've been with the Red Sox for a little while now, but this spring training definitely felt different, and I think he's a big reason why. So yeah, just a winning player, and he's very authentic. Like, it's not a character he's trying to play. He's just being him, and it rubs off on people.